We know that the systemic acquired resistance is one of the most common and the effective resistance shown by the plants present in the field. Almost every plant show the systemic acquired resistance, which usually goes unnoticed. And we in the theory class discussed in detail how the systemic acquired resistance works in the plant. We also studied the role of salicylic acid in the systemic acquired resistance. It is a natural hormone which is produced once the plants are attacked by the avirulent pathogens. And if the salicylic acid is not produced, the systemic acquired resistance is not possible. There is a one way that it is naturally present, but the scientists over the period of time try to exploit the systemic acquired resistance. How they do it? They artificially apply the salicylic acid on the plants. So the plants are primed or sensitized against the subsequent attack of the pathogens. And this method is very useful, and because the salicylic acid is cheap, easily available, and it is environmentally very friendly without any residual effects. So today we are going to see how the systemic acquired resistance can artificially be exploited in the lab, and you can also exploit it on the larger scale in the field. So here we are using the company made salicylic acid. Different biotech companies made the salicylic acid. It is not very costly, and a very small amount of salicylic acid is actually needed because it is a plant hormone, and this small amount of the salicylic acid then later is going to be mixed in the water, and that water is going to be used against the plant. Significant time is given so that it can be properly mixed in the water, and then before its application on the plants. For the demonstration, we are going to apply the salicylic acid on the plants. In case of control, we just apply the distilled water which is present in the green bottle, and we will spray the distilled water on the plants. This is for this plant is used as a control, and on the other plant we are going to apply the salicylic acid, and that a plant is considered as treated. In later, both the plants were inoculated with the pathogen in order to see what will happen. Under the ideal conditions, the disease must be shown on the control plant, while the salicylic acid treated plant must show the resistance. On the plants which we apply the distilled water and the salicylic acid yesterday, today we are going to apply the fungal inoculum on them. It is usually applied within few hours, or even it is effective within few days, and the plant are primed once they are treated with the salicylic acid. And today we are going to see how the inoculum is prepared in the lab. Here is the fungus growth, the fungi which is growing on the petri dish. The student is going to add water in it. So once the water is added in it, apply a significant, add more water in it so that you have enough water to make. Now this fungal growth is disturbed or teased. This disturbance or tease will release the spore, and these spores are collected with the help of micropipette. Here the student is going to collect the spores with the help of micropipette, and this water contains the spore of the fungi as well. So it is added into another so this process is repeated so that significant amount of inoculum is available before its application on the plant. she is now adding more and collecting more fungal spores, and now they are going to be added into the falcon tube. Now the inoculum is prepared, and it is further diluted in and put it into the spray bottle. Inoculum is sprayed on the plants, both on the control plants, which initially was treated with the water, as well as the plant which was initially treated with the salicylic acid. So these plants were left in the conditions which are environmentally friendly for the disease, and if the disease is not occurred on the plant treated with the salicylic plus water, it means that the resistance is only due to the presence of salicylic acid, which activated the SAR or systemic acquired resistance. But the disease must be appear on the plants which were initially treated with the distilled water, and later they were treated with the fungal inoculum. So this is a laboratory demonstration of how the salicylic systemic acquired resistance can be induced in the plants. Today's demonstration is on a small scale. It's just a demonstration to understand how the systemic acquired resistance can be induced. If you want to apply on a large scale, then the inoculum is put into a sprayer such as knapsack sprayer, and then it is applied in the field as well as in the orchards. Systemic acquired resistance is considered as the best form of the resistance, and which can be naturally present, but you can also exploit it artificially, and it is environmentally friendly.
I have a question that if we don't have salicylic acid at home, what we will use instead of salicylic acid?
If you don't have the salicylic acid, you can perform this experiment with the aspirin. Aspirin is sold in the market with the trade name Desperine. We all use it at home. So basically the aspirin is the acetyl salicylic acid. So if we apply the aspirin, the Desperine mixed with the water, this will also perform the same function as the salicylic acid.
How much amount of Desperine?
A very small amount of the Desperine, which is actually acetyl salicylic acid, is needed. One tablet is more than enough. So you later just add it into the spray bottle and then apply it on the plants. So there your plants at home will be remain protected against the attack of the pathogens, especially the bird rot. Today is just a brief demonstration about the application of the salicylic acid to induce the systemic acquired resistance in the plants. As I mentioned earlier, you can repeat this experiment at the field level where you need much more salicylic acid, and the systemic acquired resistance will provide the protection against the subsequent pathogen attack. So I hope that every one of you now understand how we can induce artificially systemic acquired resistance under the lab and the field condition. Thank you.